Bats2Rats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in. Take weeknights, not weeknights. Take weekends. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got Jeff Essink hopping in studio an hour early. We got Fitness Fanatics still, of course, for 2 hours. That will go from 9 to 11. But the Bears play today. It is NFL playoffs. We got a couple games. We also have Husker Hoops 18-0. Jeff Essink, how's it going on a Sunday morning?
Oh, it's going great. I was just up early. You know, I could barely sleep. Biggest football game in our lives in the last 15 years today. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, this is the most excited I've been since 06. And in 06, I was 7. So
wait. In you were in 06, you're 7?
Yeah, because I was born in 99.
I meant the 6-7 thing. I got that.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's past my youth. I didn't quite catch that one.
I don't either, but it's a thing, you know.
Oh, it's a big time thing, especially in women's basketball. Women's basketball is a big thing.
I still don't even know what it means, but here we are. Yeah, biggest game ever. And you talked about Husker Hoops. Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the year, Bears playing in the divisional playoff round at home, Nebraska 18-0. What do you think?
Things have gone way better than I could have ever dreamed. I mean, it's unreal. And if you guys want to join in and talk about Husker Hoops and then, of course, the NFL later, 402-464-5685. Start a Heyman text line. We'll keep it open to you guys. You can join in on the streams as well. But I know Northwestern wasn't a great team, but anytime you go on the road in the Big Ten, you see it every year. I always use the Michigan game from earlier in the year when they went to Penn State and only won by 2 points. And it's tough to win games on the road.
It is.
And to go to Northwestern and blow them out of the water and not even make it close was really impressive, especially because Martinelli was taking over for a bit in that first half. They were having a really hard time keeping them off the glass, but they just kind of quietly build their leads. You looked up and before you knew it, like you're cruising into the end of the second half. You're like, oh, we might win this game by 25 points. And it felt pretty close through most of it.
It was pretty awesome. I had we had kind of both games on the TV going at once, the playoff game and the Husker game. It's kind of weird. You're like almost just like you're never really nervous when the game's on. Like in years past, you're always like, oh, we're going to blow this, right? Not one time did I think that at all. Like you're just very, very confident that the team's going to play well, and they do. It's a strange feeling.
Well, it was not even like if Rink Mast is having a tough game or he's just limited on minutes like he has been these past couple of games. Like we've been fine. You don't have to rely on Rink Mast he was stellar at the beginning of the year, but now Bryce Sanford, he's so good. He's probably got the quickest shot release out of anybody in the Big Ten right now. And then when he's able to get it going, I think over just last month, and then you add this one in there, he's like over 45% from three.
Yeah, and I don't know what he didn't play a whole lot at Iowa last year.
No, off the bench.
He's off the bench, didn't play a whole lot. It is kind of ironic that our last loss was to Bryce Sanford in Iowa. So that's kind of weird, right?
That really was our last loss.
Our last loss was to Iowa. And
with the walk in shooting the three where he double dribbled on it for sure.
Well, no, that was the game at Iowa City. Last year we lost the game here at PBA, and it was a winner is in, losers out, and they lost by like 17.
Yeah, I do remember that. I tried to force that one out of my memory.
We tried to force a lot of Iowa stuff out of our memory.
Well, this year we don't. Well, hopefully not. We haven't played Iowa quite yet. And they did. We talked about it off air already. They did go to Assembly Hall and beat Indiana by like 20.
And they're, I do like their coach, Ben McCollum. I wasn't a big fan. And so it's just kind of like funny when they lost. But, their coach, Ben McCollum, was at Northwest Missouri State, moved up to Drake. Now he's at Iowa. And they do have a good team. And they've lost, That's a long ways away, though. We don't play them till February 17th. So before then, we're 18-0.
Yep.
We got Washington at home. That's on Wednesday night, right? I believe.
Washington on the 21st, which, that's a Wednesday.
Yep. 8 p.m. tip here at PBA.
Yep. And then we're back on the road, Minnesota on the 24th. Quick turnaround, just 3 days later. And then it's the Michigan game on the road on the 27th.
And that's on a Tuesday night.
Yep.
And if I remember hearing, that game is on Peacock. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it's on Peacock. So
wow,
everyone get your cards out. Cancel your subscription already.
A top 5 basketball. Well, we probably won't be 5th. Probably be 7th in the rankings tomorrow because the only team that lost. Yeah, Iowa State lost twice.
Yep,
they lost yesterday as well. But yeah, you're looking at a top 7 matchup of 2 teams. One will be, well, hopefully, theoretically, could be 20-0, and then Michigan will have 1 loss. And people are going to be like, where do I find this game? I don't, where is it? Is that like, and you're going to have to pay to get it. And I saw I've seen some people posting on Facebook about how people in assisted living and they're like, how do I watch Nebraska basketball? Oh, sorry. Well, you don't get Peacock in your assisted living house.
Yep. You're screwed out of it.
I know.
You gotta ask the CNAs, hey, does someone have Peacock, and then quick log in?
Yeah, and who deserves to watch a 20-0 Nebraska team more than our fine older folks in the assisted living that are 85, that are 90 years old, that have waited their whole lives for this, and they're trying to find where we're playing, and they can't find it.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
It happens more and more. It happened for our Bears playoff game too.
Yeah,
for the Bears Packers. That was also on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
only.
I saw some posts about that too. People can't find, my grandpa called me and was like, "Where's the Bears Packers game?" And it's on Prime. Well, what's Prime? I can't find it. Don't know where it is. So that's pretty sad.
Well, it's really annoying. Even me, who understands the technology, I don't want to have to hop between Amazon Prime and now I feel like Netflix eventually is going to get more and more games. They already do have some NFL games that they'll steal every now and then. And then you got to figure out your Fox subscription, your Peacock subscription, your Amazon Prime subscription. Hulu's going to start adding stuff. I feel like just give them a moment. It gets to the wallet eventually because you get all these subscriptions that you're not even aware about.
I know. I'm glad we do have Peacock. We didn't have it until, I think there was a college football game I wanted to watch. And I thought our daughter had a subscription, so I was just going to log in through hers, and she didn't. So then I'm setting up the Peacock subscription, and 4 different cards come up, right? 4 different payment types, and I'm just like, well, I'll just pick this one. And I don't even know who pays for our Peacock, but it works. So
it works until someone's getting charged. The worst part about that is, if you delete your card off there, I just want to get my card off there, just default to the next one so someone else gets screwed over with it.
Somebody's going to pay in $12 a month. I mean, it's not me, but
it's good for your kids. Maybe it'll make them check their accounting more, see where their money's going.
Maybe it's my daughter's boyfriend's card.
It could be.
That's paying. I don't know, but we're grateful we have it.
Well, you still get to watch Michigan down the road. Gosh,
18-0. It's funny because talking to our members about the basketball team, and I'm looking forward. So I'm looking at I like looking at the brackets and seeing Nebraska. I saw one bracket where they were a number 1 seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which you just kind of have to rub your eyes a little bit and be like, is this real life happening? But then I'm looking at the bracket and I'm looking down the road and I'm like, oh, we get to play Rick Pitino in round 2. We get the defending champs in the Sweet 16. We got Houston in there. I'm just like, this is the big time.
Mm-hmm.
We're welcome. We got the big boys coming.
That's been consistent too. There's been no drop off. Quickly off YouTube, we do have Rick Heyman.
Oh,
I wonder if it's the Rick Heyman of Sutter Heyman Jewelers. He says YouTube TV has the NBC Sports.
Yes, they do.
So you don't need Peacock if you do have YouTube TV.
Yes,
which is nice.
That is true. Yeah. But some people are like, "Oh, YouTube has a television network."
Yeah, expensive one.
I know.
It's worth it. Out of all of them, though, it's probably the best one. Before we get off Northwestern, though, I do want to talk NFL. Just going over the game, Nebraska shot 51% field goal percentage in that game. They were 27 for 53. They shot 42% from 3, 11 for 26 Good on the free throw line, 80% there. They shot 15. And then the assist total, once again, 18 assists. They also racked up 7 steals and only 5 turnovers on the night. That's been the key for them. And meanwhile, Northwestern was atrocious on that end. 15 assists, but they racked up 11 turnovers with it. And Northwestern, I think they were one of the, I don't want to say in the Big Ten, but I want to say they were close to leading the Big Ten and taking care of the ball and not turning the ball over.
Yeah, they have a lot of close losses, but they are 0-7.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny because the game was close early, and Ben was making some comments. I was like, Ben, we were tied with Oregon at 28 and beat them by 35.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be too worried right now. It's early. People getting their footing, checking out the arena, working on the making their shots. But yeah, it's pretty
sign of a good team though. But like you just kind of wear on teams. Like even if it gets close, that defense eventually, like you got to be really patient. You got to, if you're going to beat that Nebraska defense, it takes a ton of patience, and you got to be able to hit that skip pass and also be quick enough to where Sam Hoiberg or Jamarcus Lawrence, who've done a great job all year, like they hunt down that skip pass. That's the one they're waiting for to get, and that's how Sam Hoiberg. I can't remember how many steals he had.
Well, he hit a few threes yesterday too.
Yeah, he played a good game. I actually think he only finished with 1 steal, but a lot of the damage he does is they will cut off that baseline. They'll wait for you to skip around the 3, and then if they try to skip it, those guys are just sitting in the wing waiting to steal it. And they did. That was probably one of the best games I've seen in a while with transition points. Prager's been a huge part of that. When he's going downhill, he's tough to stop.
No, it's pretty awesome. It's really awesome to watch.
It's probably the most fun I've had in a long time. Like I just waking up, even that Indiana game, being able to wake up at 11 o'clock and just feel good about Husker basketball going on the road to play Indiana at Assembly Hall. And that one took a little bit of a gutsy effort, but again, they just kind of wear on teams at the end. And then this one in particular, if you're going to shoot 51%, it's going to be hard to beat. And then Price Sanford he's unreal. I mean, without him, I don't know what this team looks like. And we don't even have Connor Sejan out there on the floor.
I know.
You had another lethal shooter to the mix. Oh my Lord.
Well, I always remind my Iowa friends, thank you for Price Sanford. You didn't want him. It was a cast off. And out of all those Iowa players that transferred out of Iowa, Price is by far the best one. Like Creighton fans, they can't stand the Iowa players.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Owen Freeman, he's just been terrible.
They're struggling.
He barely plays, and he was a big ticket, quote unquote, free agent that Creighton signed in the offseason, and he doesn't even play half the games. He's been so bad. So no, it's pretty awesome stuff. So Nebraska's won 4 road games already in the Big Ten.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't went back and done some research, but I'd be kind of curious to see when the last time they won 4 road games in the Big Ten. It's probably been a while. That's pretty astounding considering how hard it is to go on the road.
Maybe it's 10 miles here and there. I'd have to go back and look. That being said, we will take a little bit of an early break here. We'll go longer on the other one to make up for it. So don't go anywhere. There's the on the ones and twos. We got Jeff Essink joining me for an hour right here, 93.7 The Ticket.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to the Spring Equipment and Technology Clinic, February 3rd through the 5th at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney. New this year, the planter and sprayer clinics are combined into one streamlined, hands-on event built around growers' time and needs. Get expert training on John Deere planters and sprayers on topics including maintenance, technology, and autonomy. Don't miss it. February 3rd through the 5th in Kearney. Visit landmarkimp.com/events for details.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and wow, what a year it was at Koppel. The Koppel family would like to say thank you for a record-setting sales year in 2025. Now let's start 2026 off with the bang. New GMC Sierra pickups starting at $12,500 off list or 0% APR. Also hot off the presses, new Terrain leases at $299 per month. That's right, $299 per month on new GMC Terrain leases. So please stop on in the store or online at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G138852 and G16518. 2,500 down with proof credit.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Ready, set, Ford. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
An emergency can happen any moment. Here's a few seconds to think about where you'd go. At CHI Health, we stand ready to care for any emergency. Our specialists provide expert care when you need it most and believe healing is more powerful when delivered with human kindness. When seconds matter, know CHI Health St. Elizabeth is accredited in stroke care and offers the region's only ER just for kids. Learn more at chihealth.com/St. Elizabeth Emergency.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
that's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Hey, Lincoln and the surrounding area. Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts is now open at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G and ready to help you improve your general health. If you're experiencing pain, headaches, or any other issues, give Yin and Yang Acupuncture a call today at 402-480-1014 to schedule your appointment. For those struggling with deep tissue pain or just need an experienced massage therapist to melt the stress away, call Rune Wind Healing Arts at 402-601-9721 and schedule your appointment now. Visit Yin and Yang Acupuncture and Rune Wind Healing Arts today in Lincoln at 1701 South 17th Street in Suite 3G.
Back to The Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in. Apologies for a little bit of a shorter segment on that first one. We'll go longer in segment number 2 to make it up. Just got done talking Husker hoops and how great it is to have Bryce Sanford.
Oh, it's wonderful.
In our jersey.
Oh, I had one of my Iowa buddies text me during the break and said that Iowa didn't kick Price out. He chose to leave. Of course he wants to come play for Fred Hoiberg. Why wouldn't he?
You think Iowa pays more for their basketball program than us?
I have no idea when it comes to NIL stuff.
Feels like they just find a bunch of cheap shooters.
Well, they had
hey guys, go nuts in our offense, and just I shouldn't say that. Iowa's offense, it does look a lot better than it has in years prior. I got to catch myself. I described them earlier in years, a team that's not super patient in the shot clock, that likes to launch a bunch of threes.
Right.
That's still true, but they've gotten a lot more patient with their offense. They don't force shots the same way they did last year. They just came down and it felt like they chucked one as soon as they got a small window.
That was the Fran offense.
Yeah,
high scoring, a lot of points.
This is a lot better. So they're more efficient than I gave them credit for earlier in the year.
It was a good win yesterday going to Indiana. So
they're catching some fire, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're a pretty good team. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm actually pondering a trip to Iowa City.
You should.
February 7th.
You really should go. You'd have a lot more faith in that one than going to
Kinnick.
Yeah, thank you. I was like blanking on the stadium name.
I would actually.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You go to an Iowa game at home or you go to an Iowa game on the road. Yeah, I haven't won very many, Jeff.
No, the problem is that I haven't had very much luck going to Nebraska Iowa games. Now I am going to the wrestling meet Friday night.
Oh,
at the
who's
Devaney
it?
Center. Iowa, Nebraska.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yes. So
have you been to one yet?
I've never been to a wrestling meet ever in my entire life. High school.
It's a riot.
I mean, I haven't been to one since my own in 4th grade. That was the last time I was at a wrestling meet. So no, I'm excited. Carrie Manning, Mark's wife, obviously is a longtime Farrell's member and instructor, and she's always wanted me to go, and I just haven't went in 7 years. So, and I've gone to like everything else: volleyball, basketball, football, baseball.
Yeah, you got to go to
wrestling.
wrestling.
This is my last one. So I got my tickets. So Jay and Sean and I are going out Friday night, and hopefully to watch Nebraska wrestling beat Iowa for the first time since 2005.
I think you might get hooked.
If we don't do it, please don't blame me for going.
No. I mean, Iowa's such a good wrestling program, and they are. I'll give them credit for it. Their fan base is good. You're running some Iowa fans. Their wrestling fans do travel. I'll give them credit for that. Penn State, Iowa, they travel really well. Minnesota kind of does at times.
Well, most of my Iowa fans that are big wrestling guys, they think they like Nebraska's chances. I mean, they on Friday night, Iowa, obviously they wrestled Penn State and lost 34-3, which is the biggest win in that series. And then Nebraska went up to Minnesota and won that match. So we got some momentum heading in. Iowa's kind of reeling a little bit. I mean, they got smoked. Now, granted, it was Penn State, but they got smoked. So it seems
Penn
like
State
here we go. This is the time to do it. Probably going to be a sold-out Devaney Center.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to be there. So
it'll be very close to Oklahoma State. They got attendance records in that one.
Yes.
That was a big one when Oklahoma State. And I think you'll get hooked. It's really cool what they've done. So now there's an elevated platform, which you got to have that. Come on now. What are we doing if you don't have that at the college level?
Right.
I think it adds such a nice touch to it. Makes every seat a really good seat, especially if you get ringside. Shout out DP for that one, for the North Carolina match. That was awesome to watch because you see a lot of the footwork.
I'm up in the, up in the general admission. up top there.
Well, Iowa, I don't know how much.
Because I just got tickets on Friday. So
I was going to say, you'll probably be able to move down, but for Iowa, I don't know about that. Yeah. And you don't want to be cutting, stealing a wrestling debt seat.
Oh, no, I don't want to get kicked like I did at the football game a couple months ago.
You won't get kicked. You'll just get pinned.
Yeah. Get an elbow, full Nelson. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to that on Friday. So that'll be exciting. But let's get into NFL playoffs. What do you want to start with the games yesterday?
Yeah, we can do that.
So we had Buffalo, Denver, all-time classic game going to overtime. But man, if you're a Denver fan, and I know a lot of Denver fans, Raph, Sean.
I'm scared to talk to Raph.
He seems in good spirits. He's posted a few things on Facebook, like, well, we're just going to ride with Stidham.
Yeah, but, that's Raph.
So bad.
He will find, he'll find positive in anything. You can drop him off in any time period, and Raph will just be smiling, being like, oh, it's not. He keeps that to himself pretty well, but I know Bo Nix looked awesome.
I just can't believe that we were watching the Seahawks game and they didn't even talk about it on the broadcast.
No, which play did he even get hurt on?
They're saying a couple. The experts, right? There was a scramble play before the second pass interference.
So I saw that one,
and then on the kneel down, he got hit, and it could have came at that point also. But just nobody, you watch the game, you're just like, wow, this is awesome for Denver. And then,
well, usually brutal ankle injury like that, you see the guy on the ground holding his ankle.
Yes.
So shout out to Bo Nix for being a tough trucker.
But that sucks.
I feel bad. Like, even if it was Jaden Daniels, like, I didn't have fun watching Jaden Daniels be hurt all year, despite what he did to us last season.
Right.
Like, it's not fun seeing, especially at this point in the playoffs.
Yeah, because now you're like, Denver's going to host the AFC Championship game.
And if the Texans or Patriots, advance and either of those teams win it, the story is going to be like, well, if Bo Nix, and that's just not a fun conversation. It kind of takes it away from the winner.
It does.
And it also, like, obviously the loser gets the worst of it. Losing Bo Nix is terrible because they're in a forever what if too.
Yep, because they're at home and not saying
Raph will claim this championship for the rest of his life is what I'm hinting at.
Not saying they can't win next week, because the Patriots offense isn't that great.
But
the Texans offense, I mean.
Yeah.
So if it's Houston, Denver, you're looking at a 13-10, 10-7, 16-13 type of game where it's just going to be, who makes the plays. But I'll tell you, as a Bears fan, looking at, obviously we have things to take care of between now and then.
Yeah.
But, if you're looking down the road of the potential Super Bowl, and I'm thinking, okay, well, we either going to get to play Jarrett Stidham, we get to play Drake May, or we get to play CJ Stroud versus Josh Allen.
Who scares you the most?
I kind of like that.
Yeah, who scares you the most out of those three? I mean, we're looking too far ahead, but we're the fans. We get to. We're not the players.
Scares me the most would be Drake May.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is kind of crazy that shows you how far along Drake May's coming along. But
yeah,
it's just these playoffs, I should say, I'm not terribly surprised with these are the results we're in right now because these playoffs, you knew from the get-go, as soon as those cards were all finished out and that bracket was filled, you were looking at this like this is going to be a wonky playoffs. Because even the Eagles, who respectfully, I agree, you want to say you got to beat the champ before you can talk about anybody else. Those guys losing the first round the way they did, and you kind of knew they were a little bit not the same. And then after that, it was, okay, well, the 49ers, maybe they can get it going.
Well, and you start looking at, like, if you're, obviously everybody watches the Super Bowl, right? And I don't really think it matters. I mean, the last matchup where you had teams where I just didn't really have a rooting interest were the Bengals and the Rams. You're just watching it because
that one was exciting just because it was Joe Burrow.
It was.
That was pretty crazy that they were in that position.
It was exciting, but I mean, like,
second year? How early was that in his?
It was the second year.
Man,
yeah, and but usually the Chiefs are in it, so you're like, you love them or you hate them. The Patriots, you love them, you hate them. But now it's just kind of like, oh, am I looking towards a Seattle, Houston Super Bowl?
Like, I am. Like I'm a big fan of give me something new.
But it'll be new, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But like the rooting interest, like you don't really, I'm like kind of, it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other, so you're just kind of watching it as a fan. Where in years past, you're cheering against the Chiefs. So you have a rooting.
Or the Cowboys.
Yeah, you have
Cowboys.
A rooting
we got their stuff right forever though. If
But
you wanted to root against the Cowboys, you only got to do it for one round.
Yeah.
For most of my lifetime.
So very, very, I mean, I was just sick when I saw that Bo Nix news. Just because of, you as a fan, you want to see best on best. Now, if Stafford gets dinged up today in the first quarter, I don't
want to do that either. Because then you got all the people who are calling the Bears fraudulent all year, being like, well, they just keep getting lucky.
That's fine.
We could we could be holding the Super Bowl trophy on above our heads and being like, well, that team was fraudulent, actually. If you break it down their schedule.
That's okay. You're still the champions, right?
Funny joke is, too, the Bears actually finished with the toughest strength of schedule. Ironically, after everyone was saying they're not really playing anybody.
Look at their division. They're all four teams finished with a winning record.
Mm-hmm.
They face the Rams in there. They face the Ravens. They face the Steelers, who are in the playoffs. 49ers.
Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, so they
Ravens.
have a tough schedule.
Yeah, they had much tougher than people gave it credit for. We got, it is the official Rick Heyman. So we're dealing with some celebrity status on the YouTube text line. Appreciate Rick Heyman always. And Go Big Red Captain, he's in here. Says, good morning, everyone. Going to be a cold game in Chicago tonight.
That the colder, the better. And you hear like, I've just kind of been irritated reading things this week. Like I'm irritated about, yes, both teams have to play in the cold weather, so it doesn't affect the Rams more than it affects the Bears. Well, I think it does, because the Bears have played, when they played the Browns earlier this year, I know it was the Browns, but they do have a great defense. It was one of the coldest games in Chicago Bear history.
Yep.
And that was one of Caleb Williams' best performances from start to finish.
He likes playing in the cold.
He does.
He's talked about it before. He feels like doesn't hurt his reaction time, but the defenses look a little bit slower. And it was actually a Fox game, because I remember Tom Brady on the call agreeing with him, being like, he's not wrong there. Like sometimes you get in that rhythm. And I mean, if Tom Brady says, yeah, he's right about that, then I'm going to incline to believe in Williams. He's looked awesome in cold weather.
He has. I mean, the 2 Green Bay games, the game last week, he threw for 355 yards. Well, I mean, he didn't look good for 3 quarters, but looked good in the 4th. I'm just hoping, and we've been practicing outside all week. I was reading, no heaters. It's just cold practices to get their body acclimated.
And the wind's been nuts up in Chicago.
And the Rams have been out in shorts and T-shirts, and they're 80-degree weather outside, feeling good.
Over under on how many Rams we see warm up on the field without a shirt.
Gosh, I would hope none.
I hope there's like 4.
Maybe Devontae Adams, he might be out there.
I hope they do that. Every time a team does that, they usually don't perform well. It usually blows up in their face. Like, you morons, like the Bears aren't going to go out there and no shirt. Like, if it's cold, it's cold.
I was seeing, I don't know if you saw this yesterday, that there's been some reports about the Bears moving Joe Thuney to tackle. I mean, obviously I'm not a coach, but I'm just like, why would you want to mess that up? Like, those 3 guys have played guard, center, guard all 17 games. Nobody's missed with an injury. And to move Thuney outside and then start somebody brand new at guard against the Rams defensive line, it gets me a little nervous. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that, because Trapillo got hurt. He was their best left tackle, and they got Jared Verse. But I don't know. It makes me a little nervous to be messing with that formula.
It makes me feel better it's not the center. I mean,
well, yes.
I mean, if you're moving someone into guard, I'm okay with it. Moving people inside is a lot less of a risk. And if you're going to put a future Hall of Famer out there, it doesn't make me super nervous.
The last time we saw Thuney at tackle, he was getting just beat pretty good by the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's good to give him some time. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just not a red flag major alert. It could give us some problems. But I'm not like looking at it as like this is going to be a crucial part that's going to destroy our game.
And then I hear, the Rams they could put up first one to 50. And I'm like, our secondary, for the first time the entire season, they're all healthy. Gordon, Brisker, Stevenson, Johnson, Gardner Johnson, they're all healthy. Every single player is ready to roll.
Which is big, because the way to beat the Rams is play man on man. Puka Nacua is not good against man. He just has not. If you look at his numbers, it's crazy. What Stafford and that wide receiver core does to zones is they just rip them apart. They struggle a lot in man-man coverage if you have a good enough secondary to keep up with them.
Right.
So the fact that the Bears are healthy there, that's huge, because I think if you can just cover up Puka Nacua all day on man-to-man, which some teams have been able to do, that helps your chances out a lot. If you give Stafford his own, he's just too much of a vet. He'll pick that thing apart. And if you want to play the bend don't break defense, he will get to the red zone and eventually break it.
Yeah, we don't want to play bend don't break.
No, not against this team. Stafford's way too good for you to just kind of be hands off. You're going to have to make them. You're going to have to force him to throw some 50-50 balls against our secondary.
Well, hopefully we can get off to a good start. We can't get down by multiple scores.
Maybe we can, Jeff. It's worked a lot. I mean, you're right. We shouldn't. We absolutely should not. But I mean, it's the cardiac Bears for a reason this season.
You can't count on McVay to make stupid coaching decisions like LaFleur did last week. Like, they only ran it 8 times in the second half. I mean,
that was.
See, I don't think we're going to get that from McVay.
Get the LaFleur's brother conversations now too.
Okay, Harrison, I am so irritated about this whole handshake thing, because
you see the petition.
Okay.
Got like 5,000 signatures on it by now.
So, and I forgot that this happened at the NFL draft, I think last year, but Aaron Rodgers can, and I kind of joke about how he can show his little belt to the 88-year-old grandmother sitting in the front row of Soldier Field, just saying, I own you, grandma. Like, right. I own you. Then you got Clay Matthews holding up a card that says Chicago still sucks.
Yeah,
at the draft.
Start off the draft.
And all that's okay, right? So, but then after our coach says he doesn't like Green Bay, which great, I don't like him either. People forget after the first meeting in Green Bay, and I think I sent you this video. LaFleur brushed off Ben Johnson at midfield. Quick handshake off with his team.
And then game 2,
no big deal, right?
Same thing. Ben Johnson got him. He's like, I'm not going to shake your hand now.
Right. So then after this game, it's like, oh, what a Ben Johnson's classless. He's this. I'm just like, you guys, come on. And then now it's even going even further. Well, Sean McVay is best friends with Matt LaFleur.
This is where it's like lame.
The Shanahan coaching tree. They're all coming together against big bad Ben Johnson.
Sounds like a bad TLC show.
Where
they all go over to each other's house and be like, Ben Johnson.
Like it's the desperate coaches of the NFL, like Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
Or the Real Housewives, right?
The real assistant coaches. Like,
I was kind of hoping that the Niners would have won because you have this whole Mike Shanahan coaching tree of Matt LaFleur and Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. We've already taken down one. Now we get to try to take down the second. And if we would have got Kyle Shanahan for the third, it would have been incredible. But
I'm just surprised how many people have that take, because for same thing in the NBA is everyone's biggest complaint is like, boy, I'm glad that people like each other, but the jersey swaps after losing by 30 points is kind of not great look, for us.
Right.
And then football, people talk about it's so soft now. Everyone's buddy. There's not enough what it used to be.
Right.
And then you finally get a moment where it's the longest rival in NFL history. It started, it was before George House.
I have no idea.
George House is like, could be wrong. Older fans can correct me, but that was a big deal for him of like making it very well known. And then ever since then, and then we got a little bit soft throughout some of these coaching changes, but that's what it's supposed to be. Why pretend that you like a team when you don't like it? There's no PR benefit for it. And if you're really scared, they're like, boy, if I hurt their feelings, his brother's going to come after me. Like, is that what we're doing?
I know. It's just so stupid.
The NFL. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars to win.
Yes.
And beating your rivals a big checklist.
Yeah.
If you just to ask Nebraska fans about Iowa, then how much that game matters. Even if we don't even go to a bowl game, can you beat Iowa? That stuff matters. I don't want Nebraska and Iowa, go in there and be like, well, I actually do really, really like them. They're good. Like, I'm okay if they say we don't like those guys,
and
they
don't
rub it in our face every year. They make commercials off of field goal kickers.
Yes.
And they haven't done anything but beat us, and they live off that. It's the same thing with the Packers bullying the Bears for
literally since 1992 when Brett Favre got there.
And fair enough, we were losing.
We were.
So you get to talk. You get to say your word, and Bears fans had to just kind of shut up and take it. But oh man, the mind reversal. I don't think Nicole is like that, or like a majority of Packers fans are like that. But the ones that are, I'm sorry, that's such a loser take to have.
I brought it up to her yesterday. I was just because I was getting irritated just thinking about it. So I bring this up to her, and then she's like, "I don't even know what you're talking about."
That's See, that's the healthy. That's like the non-sicko.
Yeah, it's like you lost, and just take it. Mm-hmm. Like quit being a big baby about it.
Well, and then it's like you guys had the opportunity to win the game. You guys can be mad at a million things, but you dropped. Jordan Love played good.
He did
in that game. And that was more not to go back in time for that game, but
we can go back in time. Oh, it's great. We can go over this. Yeah,
I've already watched it many a times. I will say this is the most I've just like replayed games, like just rewatch games. I've done it for probably every Husker Hoops game. Just like I'm just gonna rewatch that because that was fun, and then all these Bears games. Normally, it's like I don't even watch past the third quarter sometimes because it's been that bad. And what a time to be alive. Jeff Essink.
Oh my gosh.
We'll throw it the break. Go ahead. You can
we're good. We're good.
Well, we can throw it the break. I do want to talk. We can finish up on a little bit more NFL playoffs before we get out of here. Then we can let the Packers fan in the door once we get to the top of the hour. Don't go anywhere. Thick weekends. Jeff Essink, Harrison Arens. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Husker Nation, the countdown is on for the biggest women's basketball event of the year, PAC PBA, coming up January 24th. This year, we're heating things up with the Big Red Beach Party. Watch your Huskers take on Big Ten opponent Illinois, decked out in your best tropical gear, with a specialty tropical drink in hand, all inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. PAC PBA is your tropical getaway right here in Lincoln. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/PACPBA.
Hi, this is Doug Keller. When I started my first little body shop in Eustis back in 1979, I never dreamed it would grow to 8 locations and over 100 employees in Nebraska. I knew then, as I know now, that if you treat people right, they will keep coming back and also send their friends, which is why our tagline is, where our customers send their friends. I guess there are many things in life that change, but the golden rule never does.
The most recommended Eustis Body Shop. That's who we are.
The place you call home should always be a place of comfort. Warm and cozy in winter, cool and relaxing in summer. If your home isn't delivering the comfort you expect, call Bryant. It's more than just hot and cold to them. It's about providing the best comfort solutions. And Bryant gives you a full 24-month test drive on your home comfort system. Get full details at BryantLincoln.com or call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Bryant, whatever it takes.
I am Harrison Arens, producer of Ticket Weeknights and Weekends right here at 93.7 The Ticket. My favorite things to do in downtown Lincoln are checking out all the local sports events, whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or even Lincoln Stars hockey. I enjoy it all because I get to experience one of the best sports communities in the country.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
At Anderson Ford, we have commission-free guides who are paid to give you a great experience, not make a sale, so you can choose the best vehicle for you. Right now at Anderson Ford, lease a 2025 Ford Escape for $222 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 4003618. Lease for $222 per month for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 5,000 plus first payment due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 2/2/26.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, wrapping things up. It is Lincoln, Nebraska, and people always care about it, even though sometimes it's a little bit emotional. Let's finish with Husker football.
Oh, I literally just said I don't want to devote any of my mental capability to Nebraska football. You're just like,
well, you
let's
volunteered.
talk about Nebraska football. What can we possibly talk about for the next 5 minutes?
Real quickly, special teams.
Go for it.
Mike Eckler.
Okay.
Is that official? Did he go to USC?
I haven't seen anything official yet.
Okay. What does that mean to you if he does leave? Like, is he a must-have back type of guy?
Well, all you can do is look at what has happened, right? You can't project what's going forward. So the first 2 years without him, we were abysmal, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
We got in 20. No, I'm just coming off the top of my head here. In 2024, I believe we had 10 punts and field goals blocked. We had a field goal or an extra point blocked, return for a safety against Boston College in the bowl game. Like, we never returned a punt. We were always fair catching. We couldn't do anything. And then you get him for 1 year, and now we're having kickoff returns for touchdowns, punt returns getting close to being touchdowns. Like, our guys are actually returning punts, and special teams were, there were a few kind of mishaps. However, they were night and day better.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, one thing I do give Coach real credit on is if he sees, a coach that's not really like he's being quick to get rid of coaches, right?
Which is at least you're willing to change.
Right. In the past, it's always like, oh, wow, we're holding on to coaches. So now we have a great coach that's changed things. And it's like, well, if he wants to be here, he'll be here. If he doesn't, he doesn't. We offered him this contract. If
Which,
he leaves,
to be fair,
he leaves.
if that's true, he said he offered him to be the highest paid special teams coordinator, if not the second highest. Now that's going to be an astronomical difference compared to what DC gets paid.
Right.
And if Mike Eckler wants to be seen, that's all he wants to do.
And we don't know what was told like when he came here. It could have been like, hey, so you're going to be special teams coordinator, and then, we're going to work in and you can coach the line outside linebackers or whatever it is. And then, the DC gets fired, a new person comes in, and, you got to give the new guy, Rob Ulrich, I believe his last name is.
Ulrich, yep.
Ulrich. You got to give him some type of authority, right? Like to kind of pick who he wants. And if he has other coaches he wants to bring in to coach certain positions, and now Coach Eckler can't do what he was told originally, I could see where he's a little upset about that. And again, we don't know anything that goes on.
Clearly not, because we've been way off on our predictions for a lot of these seasons. So I always say all the time, like, I hope I'm like just complaining about nothing, and then Matt Rule's actually getting work done in there. I'm not inside the program. Maybe, they got a way better grip on things than people want to give them credit for. But like I said, we won't really know until November rolls around. So
I just like this college football in general. I mean, obviously and Coach Bush always says this, like, when you're watching the games, it's great, right? The games are, I'm so excited for this game tomorrow night between Indiana and Miami. Like, I'm super stoked for this game. But all the outside stuff, like Dante Moore coming back and he's getting $7.5 million for one season. Like,
that's a crazy number.
How sustainable is that?
Well, I thought there was a
salary cap.
Yeah, $20.5 million. Is that number? Can we just quick say that?
So
is
that's
that just a joke number, or what am I missing?
Well, that was the rev share for the school. So like the University of Nebraska has $20.5 million to pay to their student athletes, right?
Okay. And that's the revenue share, but not a limit.
Yep.
Okay.
But then you have the outside market NIL stuff, but they're supposed to be approved by a clearinghouse.
Yeah, and the clearinghouse is just.
So the problem is like if
and the clearinghouse has a snitch line,
right? So the problem is, like, let's say Emmett Johnson's coming back, right? And the ticket, this station wants to give Emmett Johnson $5 million to do a show once a week for an hour, right? And they send this to the clearinghouse. Who is it to a clearinghouse to tell DP how much he wants to pay Emmett Johnson. Right?
Well,
So
isn't
how
the
can
point
you-
of the clearinghouse to do real money math, though? I mean, like, okay,
How can you deny it, though? It's like if somebody is worth what somebody's
okay,
willing
explain
to
to
pay.
me how Emmett Johnson bringing $5 million to the ticket.
Well,
That's their job, though, right? Is to make that argument of like, you cannot just pay a player
right
purely for potential. But clearly, that's just falling. That's falling
but
through.
that's just like somebody doing a commercial for Doritos. Like, I mean,
That makes sense at least.
well,
Because
but-
you got work.
yeah, but you don't know exactly what they're going to bring in. Like, oh, is this guy going to generate $8 million in sales?
But we know I love the ticket. I love this place to death. Like a show with Emmett Johnson, like it's just not feasibly possible with our signal on our radio tower.
Well, that's true.
And our like, you could see that, and the way I said it was like their job was to make it so you cannot just be pouring money everywhere. There has to be a legitimate business behind it. Like, because what NIL was supposed to be was like when Nicolas Crawford did the AC commercial. What NIL has become is just NIL potential. Like, I'm going to give you $10 million in the hopes that you're worth $10 million. But you very well may give me 1 year and then just not even play football anymore.
Because it's not NIL.
No,
it's not.
It's the dumbest thing ever.
Get rid
to
of
even
the
call it
name,
NIL.
Get rid of the name, image, and likeness, and just say we're going to pay you to play. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we can just call it. I don't know.
Because remember
potential
when
pay.
Remember when it first started? I remember like Jordan Bohannon from Iowa, like went to a fireworks stand, and signed autographs.
Yeah,
like that's what it was intended for.
Our guys did a jerky company, the offensive line.
Yep,
and then everyone's like, wait, we can just pay these guys $1 million.
Just write them a check.
Yeah, they don't have to do the work.
Like, how sustainable is that? Like, you take the Peds and they spend all this money, right? It's like, at what point are the Peds going to be like, okay, I'm dumping 15 million into this every year, and we're 7-6. Next year we're 5-7. Like,
and the 6 dudes I just paid $1 million+ for are all in the portal.
Yeah,
awesome.
So is it really sustainable? I will see.
For TJ Finley, it's working.
Well, yeah, he's on his 7th school. And then I saw this thing, like they asked Carson Beck about classes. He's like,
how stupid is this?
I don't go to classes.
I graduated 2 years ago.
What do you mean you don't go to classes? Like, even like 5th-year grad transfers are taking classes.
Yeah, I was just like, Carson Beck, buddy.
You're
wasted 2 years there. You're going you can get college for free, and you're not going to go for like another degree or nothing. You're just hanging out.
Yeah, they
play
just
football.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's just
I would
like,
love to be a college player if that's. I'm getting $1 million to play, once a week during the football season and practice, and then during the off season, I'm just hanging out. I'm not doing school or anything.
Well,
like, that's an easy life.
The other thing that's really dumb is this calendar. Like, so the Bears are getting ready to play today, right?
Mhm.
So if we were under the college football rules, Ben Johnson would be like, well, I'm going to go coach the Steelers. Yeah, I'm leaving right now. You're on your own. You guys coach yourselves like Lane Kiffin did. Just leaves the play. Can you imagine? Or Caleb Williams is like, I'm going to go in the portal. I'm not playing in this NFC Championship game. I'm going to go to the Dolphins.
Yeah, well, it'd be like him going
so crazy
to the Seahawks and like whispering to the Seahawks,
Yes.
like, "Hey, I'm gonna bring in some of my coaches too, and we're gonna just poach these guys." And
it's so, and then Ole Miss's NIL deals were leaked out.
Yeah,
and now people are in the Princewell is in the portal. I mean, gosh, I'd love to have him back. He had like 9.5 sacks.
Yeah, and
it's just crazy.
I was gonna say,
so
don't blame
sad.
the players because the players are just gonna copy the adults. I'm at the point now where I don't even blame the NCAA as much as I'm starting to blame these conferences like the Big Ten and SEC because they like the money game because they win that one every single time. They're like, all right, yeah, we can do the money game. We'll see who runs out first. And ironically, I think it's helped the Big Ten more than the SEC. We'll get out of here, but we'll get to this quick. One more from the Go Big Red captain.
Woo.
He says, I love this NIL era. This is a great era for college football fans. The NIL era gives us so much to talk about almost all the way up to summer practices.
Oh, it does.
It
Yeah.
does give you plenty to talk about.
Like
Makes
the
my
guy-
job easier.
Like the guys on early rate, Coach Bush is like, oh, this is great for us. Gives us stuff to talk about. And yes, it's like, maybe I'm a little, maybe I wish, Warren Buffett would give a couple billion to the football program so we could get.
Just throw us a nickel, man.
All right.
You got
Reach into your pocket and throw some money here. Right. But instead, he just gives his money to the environment. Let's help people out, real people.
Priorities.
Priorities.
Mr.
Come
Buffett.
on. Yes.
Maybe he's listening. I'm sure he's a big fan. All right, that's going to wrap it up. For me and Jeff Essink, appreciate him hopping in here for an hour early to fill in, keep you guys hooked into the local content. Fitness fanatics, we will get to some nutrition, some health. Top of the hour, don't go anywhere. Those guys coming up next.
You started